Welcome to the reloading room. One of the most common questions we get from reloaders, especially those new to reloading, is how do I properly set up my full-length sizing die? First, we need to understand why we full-length resize and the purpose of the full-length die. Our cases are fired in a chamber under incredible pressures. They expand to completely fill the chamber both in the body of the case and in the neck. The shoulder moves forward to fill any space available, which causes the case to stretch. If we tried to use the case without full-length sizing, the case could be too tight to chamber depending on how many times it has been fired, and the bullet would fall through the case neck with no bullet grip. The full-length die accomplishes a few tasks for the reloader. It sizes the body of the case inward so it has some clearance in the chamber along the case walls. It sizes the neck inward, and then the expander ball opens it up to the correct dimension for proper bullet grip. It removes the spent primer, and probably most importantly, it adjusts the headspace of the cartridge with respect to the chamber. Headspace can be very simply defined as the amount of movement that the case has forward and backwards in the chamber when the firearm is discharged. The biggest part of the task of setting up the full-length die is to set the die up so it headspaces the cartridge correctly. There are three basic ways you can set up your full-length sizing die. One way is to set the die up to the manufacturer's directions, which will size your case for maximum headspace. In most cases, this will allow the case to be chambered in any firearm chambered for that particular cartridge, although we don't recommend switching cases between firearms. The second way is to use a gauge to set the headspace for your cartridge. In this video, we will be using cases fired out of a .30-06 chamber. Every rifle chambered in .30-06 will have a different headspace, even among the same manufacturer. The third way is one we don't normally recommend, and that is to set it up by feel. Mainly done with bolt guns, you feel the amount of resistance you experience when chambering the unsized case. Then you begin adjusting the full-length sizing die downward until the desired resistance is achieved. This is very subjective and not recommended. Part 2 will cover setting up a die using the manufacturer's directions.